What was that?
That wasn't even quotable.
Oh, sure it was, because I quoted it. But yeah, hello all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Furvis the Lothwolf. And this is Factorio, where we are once again messing with trains. I swear we'll do something else eventually.
Like currently as the cringe.
What?
You said you're as Furvis the Lothwolf, and I'm saying more like currently as the cringe.
There, Gip Gap. There.
The cringe starting Jim Carrey.
Oh no, what did you do, Era? Okay. I have many concerns.
Another one. More for the throne of Linux. Together, we shall devour the very gods.
Are you okay, Gip Gap?
No, why?
Okay, just making sure.
Thank you, I appreciate your concern. See, Era, I don't blame you because, like, I don't know what exactly I did. I thought it was a registry edit that I had made, but, like, my Windows can't update. I can only get security updates. That's all I can do. If I try to download features, like the next Windows feature update, it literally just tells me no, like I can't, error. I don't blame you. It's whack.
Yeah, that computers love to pull that, where it's just like, I'm not going to work. I'm going to work. But why weren't you before? I'm working now. Don't question it, or else I'll stop working again. I ran into that with the drawing tablet. Like, literally, it just was not working. And then suddenly it was. Just randomly decided it was going to work. And I don't know why, and I'm not going to question it. It's like, okay, fine, you're working. Cool. I hope I never have to fix you.
Did you speedrun Raijin telling you to switch to Mac at that point? Or like proselytizing Mac?
No, Raijin did not mention that I should do that.
Okay.
Because in either way, I will not switch to a Mac.
Understandable. I'm just generally impressed that Windows has somehow made me hate a company more than Apple. I can't forgive it for that. Error. Just break your computer's update, and then you can't, like, update anymore. Just do what I did. I don't know how I did it, but do what I did. I tried to fix it by running back to 23H2 and I can't. I'm permanently stuck on 23H2. What do you mean shove? Yes. Yes, I did. I ran everything.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Jimond_ has turned Jibe Gab into a weasel. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Jimond_ has turned the entire chat into Pokemon. They can only talk like a Pokemon of their choice for 4 minutes.
Renasal. Weasel. Renasal.
Alright, get that connected there. That connected.
Renasal. Come on, I rolled a 1 again!
Oh my god. I think you're having too much fun with this, Gib Gab.
Master Kaz, they're bullying me. Couldn't resist.
That's okay, because I approve. As the owner of that IP, I am all for this.
Oh, that IP.
What?
Oh, I could be so mean and just be like, It can't be an IP because the word intellectual is there. I mean, I feel so bad. No, that's something I'd say to Mala. Ren can be surprisingly smart. Ren is also just Ren. Very Ren.
Much Ren. Such wow.
No, much Ren. Such one. Those are the two games we need to run. We need to run the Buizel game and the Rockruff game consecutively at the same time with two different storytellers running parallel storylines when they're competing with each other. In one of them, Ren can be the boss Bui, and in the other, Comet can be the Rockruff boss. Eh. Surely, it won't end poorly.
Alright, do I even have a copper train right now? I don't think I do. Uh-oh.
What the?
No, no, I do not. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I'll just build a new train over here. To just sit here for now. Until I have somewhere for it to actually run to.
I really want a bigger CPU, and I know it's entirely just because number go burr. Because seeing like, oh, how much does the 9800X 3D overclock to? And it's like, oh yeah, with a little bit of liquid nitrogen, you can get this bad boy to 7.3 gigahertz. And it's like, bruh. What? What do you mean? I still remember back in the day when cracking like the 6 gigahertz like limit was big, and now it's like, oh, this thing that's supposed to only boost to 5.2 gigahertz is cracking 7.3. Jesus Christ almighty. What is wrong with people? How do they do this? Where's all the liquid nitrogen coming from?
You can just go to the store and buy it.
No.
Granted, it's got to be a proper store, but you know, it's available.
Oh, dear Lord. Wait, what? Bruh. Oh my god, that is unbelievably petty. Okay. You know how, like, Intel is having a skill issue?
No.
Okay. Basically, Intel makes good CPUs. It's just that, like, AMD makes them better, basically, in my opinion.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Wizlikos raided my stream with 5 views.
Likos! Hello there! How are you? How was your stream? Welcome in. I hope you had a great stream over there. I am doing well. Just currently doing some Factorio, which is always a good time. And currently revamping my entire train setup yet again. Because I do that constantly. Mostly because I could never get it set up exactly to the point where it's, you know, just good. No, it's always got more and more to do to get it up and running properly.
But it could be better.
Exactly, it can always be better, and that is the problem. But yes, I'm doing well. It's good to see you. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for sharing your community. I appreciate you. Hope you had a great stream. What were you up to? And would you like a regular shout out or a random clip from your channel brought up?
Did you just teleport to a cyber demon?
Yes. Oh my god, that was so funny.
Well, all right. But yeah, welcome in everybody. I am Rosie. We do all sorts of things. Right now we're doing some Factorio. We've got lots of tabletop games, Pathfinder, several Pokemon games, a couple of Digimon, a Star Wars tabletop RPG. We also have artists that come and join throughout the week to do art live here on stream. So hit that follow button, come join us again. And for those already here, please go share the love with Likos. They are fantastic. Wonderful artists as well.
Joke.
Yeah, I keep revamping my everything in this game. Well, not everything. Just the trains. Over and over. At one point, I had 3 lanes of trains. Now I've gone down to 2, and they're only single direction tracks. I had all of these train stations set up down here, and now these are all gone and are being revamped rather to, you know, now be up here and much more throughput. There's always more to do with the trains. There's always something to do in this game. Always more work. The factory must always, always grow. Don't teleport into Cyber Demon rockets, it hurts? Well, I will consider that. But what if, and hear me out here, I do it for the lols. Hello there, Deus Wolf. And hello there, Rhythm Wolfsburg. Yes, we also have Martens. You are right, Secret Rue. We have very, very many Martens.
Marten. Marten.
Marten, 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 Marten. Marten, 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 Marten.
I agree.
Damn right you agree.
Damn Skippy.
We do have a lot of fun TFs as well.
Just a little bit of fun TF as a treat.
Sure. This can only go well. Wait, what? Why is that not lining up there? I don't know why this didn't line up, but oh well. Well, definitely need to adjust a few things here, but overall, that kind of worked out.
I'm tempted to agree, but I'm more tempted to disagree. So I will disagree.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I agree.
Ah, but you just agreed.
Exactly.
Oh. Okay, we gotta undo all that.
Womp.
It did not actually have enough space. Why was it acting like it would? Like down here it was going to have enough space, but up there it did not for some reason. I am very confuzzled. Why is the copy paste not lining up on the top and bottom? I don't know, but I'm gonna just go with this. Oh no. What exactly are you loving there, Likos? What did I do? I'm sorry.
Caffeine.
It's all Gib Gab's fault.
I don't drink coffee. Don't bring me into this. Womp 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 womp. Womp 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 womp. Womp 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 womp.
When did I say? What are you talking about?
I'm so instantly like disturbed by the suggestion.
I'm more confused. 3 rails? What are you talking about? We'll leave that there. I don't mind having extra roboports about. So we're gonna need another one over here. to ensure complete and total saturation.
Yay.
I would love to do that if I had any idea how to arrange it, Likos. But paws are very good.
Brain art for the paws. Should make a giant train depot and shape it like a paw.
Just literally just a train, like literally just one train running around forever on a track that's shaped like a paw.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I could try. Though, Likos, did you see that I've started drawing? I mean, I also haven't been posting it around or anything, but yeah, I have begun the journey of art.
Good luck. Salute.
Hey, drones, maybe don't be taking these to the stuff I'm literally about to be dismantling. Just saying. Hello, ducks. Alright, so Iron Knight HQ, it is empty cargo or 60 seconds past. Alright. This will be Copper HQ. Empty cargo or 60 seconds. Then you stop at the refuel station. Full fuel. You know, I should really get to setting up the other refuel station.
Insane.
What's up?
Why do people have to shop smart?
What?
Well, I'm momentarily complaining because, like, okay, basically, you know how people see bigger number better and they want it?
Sure.
Okay. The short of it is that the 9800X3D is very fast and very cool, and I want it, and I wish I had it, even though I don't really need it. I just want it because bigger number better, but also like it's faster, and I want the extra 2 cores for editing. That actually would be a little useful for me. But it, like, the price doesn't really go down that much because everyone at some point bought the 9950X3D, and then everyone went like, wait, I don't actually need this. It's just a waste of money. And then people started going for the 9800X3D, especially if all they do is like gaming and maybe some lightweight productivity, because it's pretty much perfect for that. So it just stays at the same price always. It's like tiny discounts because people keep buying it because it's the better choice compared to the 9950. And I wish it would go down in price so I could buy it.
Sure. I definitely understood all of that.
People aren't buying the more expensive thing because they know better nowadays, and I wish they bought the more expensive thing so that the less expensive thing that's better for me would go down in price so I could buy that.
Good
But
night,
because
Era.
people keep buying the smarter choice, it stays up in price. Good night. Oi. I cry. Wah.
Ha ba ba ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Ha ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Ha ba 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 ba. Ha ba ba ba.
No, Zen, it's not supposed to be bassy. But when you sent it to me, I listened to it, I kid you not, for like 30 minutes straight just trying to find the perfect section to clip out. I think I finally found it, and then I forgot the note, and I didn't save it, so I need to go look through it again. But it lives rent free in my mind now.
What are you talking about?
That little jing, the you know how you sent me the theme the other day?
Oh, the closing one? Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to it to like find a little clip snippet for a thing I want, and I listened to it for like 30 minutes, and I wrote down the exact timestamp that I wanted because like it kind of keeps going on for a bit, and it just like slowly adds more and more instrument as it goes on, and like I found the right section that I wanted to clip because it had the right vibe, and then I forgot to save the note and it got deleted, and I have to listen to it again to find it. I'm pretty sure I know which one it is, but it already lives rent free inside my mind. I was humming it literally all day. Not fair.
Something really anticlimactic happened to you? Oh, that's certainly a way to put it, Ducks. What happened?
Oh yeah, I overheard a lady say she was eating crystals. To clarify, you know how like people engage with the like mysticism bullshit because like I don't know, they're scared of getting a vaccine or something, so they justify an entire belief system to be like, actually medicine doesn't work, what I need is crystals.
Sure.
Apparently, so one of the people that I know was talking to her and she was like going on about how she felt so much better ever since she started eating healing crystals, which is like I don't think that's what you're supposed to do with them. And she was going on about how like she felt better ever since she started infusing her positive energy into the crystal and eating it, and I'm like, huh? He clarified. She was buying from a local place that offers salt crystals. So she's just eating salt. I was so confused. And everything made so much sense. Good night, Bugs.
Good night, Ducks.
But yeah, that specific incident really made me think how much I really hate the like mysticism that sometimes goes on. Because it's like we've gone from being like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't believe that smelling the right type of ointment can cure a disease, as a hyperbolic statement. And it's like, yeah, what are we gonna do? Medicine is good, actually. It's like, it can be good if used properly. We can cure illnesses, and like vaccines can, you know, prevent them. We've eradicated multiple illnesses that had plagued humanity for centuries, and all it took was a few decades of concerted effort. Like, I often feel like this is forgotten, but like we eradicated smallpox. Like that's impressive. We don't have to live in a world where we have to worry about smallpox for the most part. Like, you and I don't have to worry about it nowadays. But that wasn't always true. Like there was a time in human history when like smallpox would kill a significant amount of people, and now it's like, no, we don't have to worry about it. It's good. It's great. And now we're back to like, yes, I could do like as the doctor says. Obviously, I'm not saying blindly believe your doctor. Apply your healthy degree of like personal belief and skepticism and all that. But it's like, yeah, I could like take medicine, or I could eat salt. Hmm.
Yeah.
And I want to be even more like specific on it. I don't mind that people are skeptical or doubtful of things. Like, I think it's actually fine and sometimes even healthy to be, because sometimes through debunking stuff, like, we discover things. Like, it doesn't actually matter whether you necessarily believe on it or whether you want to believe it's true. Like, I would love for magic to be true. If magic was true, I would be happy. Sure, if it turns out like I can actually lift things with my mind, hey, sign me up. I'm down. I want to live in that reality. But I mean, the closest we come to when it comes to magic is magnets. They're just magic rocks. It's like magnet do thing to other rock even though the rocks don't touch. Magic, like, do the thing. Magnet. Magic magnet. Explain how magnet work. You can't, it's magic. It's not, but you know what I mean.
You lost me somewhere like a mile back.
What I'm saying is the closest thing we have to magic nowadays are magnets. They're like weird. Like, isn't that ever like a thought? Like, you have a rock that can affect another rock by some weird intrinsic property of it, but like, it just does it. I know there's complicated science going on into it, but yeah, you can take a rock and put it next to a rock and they like repel each other, even though they're not touching. And nothing happens to you. Like, you can put your hand in between the rock and nothing happens. But the rocks keep like pushing each other away. Like, it's trippy. Magnets are trippy. But they're real. Moving things with my mind I wish was real, but it's not. And it kind of ties into like the thought of mysticism this salt-eating lady forced me to have today, which is like, I don't mind people necessarily believing in it inherently, like, it's fine. Whatever, nothing happens. It's just when it goes from like magic is real into magic is real, therefore we should do this, but like, lady, you still have to prove to me that magic is real. You still have to tell me how eating salt actually heals you. And you have to propose to me a theory that I can disprove. Like, how does it work? How does you infusing your feelings into the salt crystal actually work? Are you like magnetizing the salt or something? What are you doing to the salt? Can I measure it? Can I observe it? Can I falsify it? If I can't prove you wrong, if there's no way for me to prove it wrong, then you can't prove it's true. And like, that's the basis of how everything operates. It doesn't actually matter necessarily whether you explain it or not. What matters is whether I can prove it to be false. If you can prove it to be false, and it's not false, then that's the closest you get to proving it true. If I can falsify it, then it's false, period. Like, it's just not true. But it just like...
Sure.
I mean, that's how falsifiability works, right? Like, all that matters is, like, if you provide a falsifiable statement, then as long as I can either prove it... If I can prove it untrue, then it's not true. But if I can repeatedly reach the same conclusion, then there's something to look at. Like, there's something actually there, because I'm not proving it false. And like, I think part of what gets me is that people like start to make theories, but they never actually like, it's not that they don't try to prove them, because everyone tries to prove something they believe to be true. It's like they never try to disprove it, they never try to falsify it.
Which is kind of the opposite of the whole scientific theory itself. You come up with the theory, the hypothesis, and your goal is not to prove yourself right, it's to prove yourself wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I thought you were going to say the opposite. Yeah, like... This is why sometimes it frustrates me when, like... Because I listened to that lady for longer, and she got into things that I'm deliberately avoiding because I know they're, you know, spicy topics. And But fundamentally, it literally came down to that. Like, science is a cult, and people believe the things they want to believe. Therefore, like, everyone supports each other. It's like religion, but scientific. And it's like, lady, do you know if you like one of the things that can often work to the disfavor of science nowadays is the monetization, because that's one of the reasons you get a lot of like BS studies, right? Like, you get people trying to discover some crazy new thing, and that way they can like get grants, get research money. And that's why they sometimes engage in this kind of, you know, lying about their studies, to put it bluntly, or exaggerating, or deriving conclusions that aren't necessary. Because there's different tiers of lying. Sometimes they will conduct the thing that is nearly accurate, but like it's overplaying the results. So you still say, I could not reproduce it, but it's like roughly true. It just isn't what you're saying it is. And like, there's different extents to it, but half of the reason we even know that there are issues with this is because people are constantly working to disprove this. People are constantly running analyses and studies on those studies to disprove them. We just don't have enough of it because there's not enough money for that. There's more money for discovering new things than there is for making sure that the things that were discovered are actually real. And like, that is exactly the point. Half of it is made up of people who will like actually look at the thing and go, huh, let me check if that's true, because if that's true, I mean, you might be cooking. Oh wait, it's not true. Hey everyone, it's not true. Give me his research money. It can be a very intense field sometimes. And just the fact that you have to put out research that's falsifiable. And you could at any moment suddenly like be fact-checked by someone. That is what retains like the power of like the current scientific method we have nowadays. If it's not falsifiable, it's basically useless. But what do I do with it? Do I eat it? I'm like, yeah, sure. I agree. Sometimes it's good to challenge preconceptions and biases. Like, sometimes it's good to look at like a generally agreed upon scientific consensus and flip it the middle finger and try to disprove it. That's good and healthy. It's just that like, that's constantly done all the time. People are looking to disprove a big scientific theory because like, imagine if tomorrow you could disprove the theory of gravity. You could say like, actually, in these circumstances, gravity does not work. And I can prove it. Here's exactly how it works. And it's not some like random quantum thing, nor like giant space thing. You could like magically create fields of anti-gravity. Do you know how much money you would make off of that? Like, I'm pretty sure you'd instantly get hired by the military.
Sure.
If you can like disprove a law of physics, just like bam, snap your fingers and disprove it, that would be a big deal. It would be a very big deal. People are gonna scrutinize your work and people are gonna look at it, but if it's not true, I mean, just as there is money to be made sometimes in just saying something that's already true so you can get benefits out of that, there's also money to be made and like fame to be had in disproving things. My litmus test nowadays is like, oh, so you like discovered something that's really good. You discovered that healing crystals can heal like you from like a gunshot wound. Wow. I'm sure the military would love to know this. If you can just like heal a gunshot wound with a crystal. Like expensive first aid and medics and trauma treatment, or a rock. I sure do wonder why the military hasn't weaponized this, you know?
Yeah.
And it's always just... it's so frustrating. Believe what you want to believe, just don't tell people to eat salt instead of taking medicine. That's the fundamental that I'm getting to. If you can prove that the medicine salt is good, I mean, hey, power to you. Go prove it to a pharmaceutical. you'll make money. Guaranteed.
I'm not so sure about that part, though.
I mean, are you telling me like a pharmaceutical company would look at you saying, "Hey, like, okay, this is why like I use this as a logical litmus test because it almost always applies to like the same logic. How much money does a pharmaceutical company spend on like research and development, on making medicine and the like? Like they spend a pretty penny. I know they pocket a ton of the money, but they also spend a lot. And you're telling them like, hey, instead of spending all of this money on like cutting edge medicine and tests and research and development and hiring some very expensive biochemists and biologists and chemical engineers and the like, you can just use salt. If it was true, you telling me they wouldn't like fire half of their staff immediately and start making salt and then sell it at a premium?
True.
Yeah, that's why like an immediate litmus test to me is like, why isn't it already being done if it's genuinely true and people know about it and it's like a conspiracy or something? Like if there's something going on here, why isn't it already being used? Why isn't it already being done? Where's the logic? Just primarily it applies to medicine or like anything that's like, did you know if you focus really hard and meditate 5 hours a day, you can unlock your body's hidden power and you can stop bullets with your hand? It's like, wow, that sounds really useful. How come people aren't already doing it? I mean, I don't know about you, like, I can't sit down and meditate for an hour without significant amounts of effort. But I'm pretty sure if you told an average soldier, like, hey, if you meditate really hard for an hour a day, you can stop bullets with your hand or your mind, I'm pretty sure they would put in the effort. I think, at least.
In general, I would agree, yes.
Yeah, that's why, like, economist isn't just great at me at times. And I'll still specify, in particular, it's when people, like, want to make sweeping or big changes to society or acceptable things that I think are genuinely harmful. I don't care if you believe Mothman is real. Sure, I think it's funny. I want to live in a world where Mothman is real. He's probably hot. But, like, you know, no real harm to that. Apart from, like, filming 5 dudes running around with weapons, showing very poor trigger discipline and being concerned about an imminent accident.
You feeling okay, Gib Gab?
No,
Okay.
I'm annoyed at that lady. She annoyed me. With her presence.
Just making sure.
You know what probably annoyed me the most about her?
What?
She didn't buy anything. She sat at the cashier chatting for like 5 minutes and then didn't buy anything and left. And I had to wait for her to finish talking.
Good night, Dido.
Good night. You just want
Good
to
night, dear Ido. Good night.
use transfer research?
What was that?
Use transfer research?
Yes.
Oh.
I wanted to have a nice clean setup, and so I set up a nice little place over here.
Yeah, because normally I see like people put everything onto like a big production chain, and then at the end of the production chain, they just funnel everything into the science, right? And it's not often I get to hear someone be like, "Yeah, I wanted things to be nice and simple, so I'm using trains instead of conveyors."
Plus, I like trains.
That's what I'm guessing. There's so many trains.
I want more trains.
You have more stations than I think I've made conveyors.
Well, definitely not that.
I haven't played that much Factorio. I can confidently say you've made more trains than I have. Confidently.
That I could accept.
Oh, Zin. I have a perfect idea for next Halloween.
Oh no.
Okay, so picture this horror scenario. Right? Get like 5 to 10 people here together, right? Ideally, people who don't play much Factorio.
Oh crap.
Hmm?
Realize that I'm out of, I need to get my oil set up. You know what? We'll do train stations down here as well.
Okay, but yeah, horror scenario, right?
Hello there,
Grab,
Lappylicious. Welcome in. Trains is how you fix any mod pack that you feel overwhelmed about? Well, I'm not using a mod pack, but, you know, I accept this.
That name is satisfying to think, or satisfying to say, Lappylicious.
That is a very nice name.
But okay, zip, okay. So grab like 5 or 6 people that don't really do Factorio that much, throw them into a multiplayer Factorio session. You can tell them what to build. You can organize like the train stops and stuff, but they have to build it. Double down on the RTS. Watch you tell them to make a thing and they screw it up, and the sheer horror of looking at it, you're like, nah. How much could you endure?
Everyone plays it wrong, except for me.
Exactly, and that's why we're having you tell people to do things so they do them wrong. And then you have to look at the horror of it. It's the perfect Halloween.
No!
And then the people who like Factorio get to stare in horror at like 5 different people's building styles and ideas. And like the utter mess and chaos that it'll create is you have to try to fix everything. But you can't build or deconstruct anything. You can only organize.
Joke.
Oh my god. What if Factorio? But for the Halloween session.
Well, Lappylicious, I would absolutely use... I've not gone to any of the other planets yet. I have a station up here. This is all I've done with the station. It has been sitting here waiting as I have been distracted by my trains and redoing them every single time. And I will be doing trains as much as possible. Because I like trains. Trains are fun.
You just stream Loot's card, and it's just you have to build a new rail line when someone plays it.
I already think I'm losing viewers from the amount of time I spend fixing trains.
Okay, so what if you just go to a new planet and start placing trains in there? I mean, think about it, right? You go to a new planet, and then there's nothing in there, so you can build your train network perfectly from scratch.
What?
Yeah, so like if you go to a new planet, then you can just build in there, right?
You lost me somewhere.
Can't you go to other planets in Victoria?
Yes.
Yeah, so you go to the new planets, right, and you check them out, and they'll be empty. So you'll have to set up a whole new rail line in there, but it'll be empty, meaning you can make it perfect right from the start.
Well, yes, but what does that have to do with the price of rice in China?
That you could be doing more trains in other planets, and you could be bringing trains to other planets. And then there, they'll be perfectly optimal, surely.
That is correct, Lappy. I would prefer you not spoil the other planets and such. All I know is that they exist. And that I, at some point, will get to them.
I had an idea.
Oh no.
You know those, like, don't scream compilations where, like, you're meant to not scream in frustration or horror? So,
Sure.
I know how to make one for you. We make Mala play Factorio and make a rail line.
To be fair, my Factorio playthrough makes many people scream in horror.
Well, yeah, but at least you're competent. Honestly, I still don't know how rail signals work. There's so many trains.
Not enough.
Not enough. Few solid train lines, but it's not enough. I can't make a reference, only CJ will understand it. You know what you should be able to make?
What?
You should be able to make a train between planets. Just like a train line that goes from one planet to the other.
That's what the stations are. They are essentially trains.
Hey, yo.
Literally follow the same mechanics and everything.
Now I'm surprised you haven't gotten into them in the necessary detail. Interplanetary trains.
The thing is that they aren't, you know, bound by rails and such, so...
Ah. So it's trains, but without the creative the limitations that force you to think creatively and problem solve.
Hello, Commander.
Precisely.
To your request,
Oh!
we have sent
Thank you for
backup.
those
Good
gift
luck, Commander.
subs!
We are forever in your debt.
I don't know who you are, but thank you so much for that support.
Sometimes I love the usernames on Twitch, just Anangiri Chihuahua.
An angry chihuahua. That is great.
People's names on Twitch are always fun to look at. But my favorite is always Renezo. Ow. My calves hurt. I need to do more exercise.
Ew.
I have been thinking about like a masochistic murderous exercise. There is a staircase I can access that has about 30 floors. So what if I just go up all 30 floors and down all 30 floors?
Why?
Oh, exercise or something. It's the peak of masochism. I'll do it and then I'll like go back home and just perish. I won't be able to walk again for days. Surely it's not a bad idea. To be fair, like my legs aren't too bad. I think my legs are like probably the most in shape part of me. And it's because I used to walk a lot more at my old job. Now in this one I just sit around, so I can tell that I've lost a little bit of the endurance, but I still have a good leg. It's hard, like I flex the lower muscle and it's just like, it's hard. I like it, good. Good muscle.
That is terminology you have used.
Yes. I'm not a weightlifting, exercisey person. I just know, like...
Hey, CJ! GibGab needs a translator.
Look, I just know, like, endurance is good, and never miss leg day.
Ah yes, leg day is very important. By all accounts.
Yeah. Like, but in fairness, the things I know largely about exercise is that, in my opinion, people often roughly overestimate how much you actually need to do exercise. Like I had a friend who was like, yeah, I want to do more exercise, but I don't have a gym nearby and I don't have any weights to lift. And I'm like, why doing push-ups? I mean, I know it's a little boring, but like, if you really want to, you can just do push-ups. I know it's not the same exactly. You can start doing something. They did. They started and they're doing good. At first, they were able to do a couple push-ups in a minute, and now they're up to like 20.
Honestly, my biggest issue with exercise is how boring it is.
Yep.
Like, you give me some means of entertainment. Like, if I could get one of those raising desks, you know, the ones that lift up and stuff, and I put a little treadmill under it, I would be in so much shape.
You just play Factorio while exercising.
Exactly. Give it. But that's so expensive. Being healthy in general is expensive.
Yeah, it can be. Because like, largely it's dependent on what you want to achieve as always. And to that extent, that's why I raised it. Like, for that person, I was like, well, they just wanted to have a bit more arm strength. And it was literally as simple as like, okay, then do some push-ups, some pull-ups. Just that alone already helps. And to them, it's cool because what they do is like they have a 5-minute routine. They just practice them a day. They're not, intense exercise, but it's helping. I mean, fair enough. For me, I cannot stand the treadmill in the gym. It drives me insane. I have to. I would rather go out and walk or bike in like insane heat than I would go at a gym on a treadmill.
This is fair.
I can't stand it. It doesn't matter how much it's like, oh, just watch a podcast, listen to a video or something. It doesn't work. The best way for me to motivate myself there is competition. Like if I have someone I'm competing with, now that turns into fun because now it's like, all right, who can do the longest on the treadmill? And if I'm feeling especially competitive with that person, I will basically nearly pass out before I lose. Just because at least there's like something in there to entertain myself, right? And I can be a little competitive sometimes. But like at least that's
little
fun.
competitive, he says.
Okay, when have I been competitive here in CGF?
Well, right now I am currently... my mind is focused on trains, but I know there are examples of it.
Uh-huh. I will gladly await your example because, to be fair, I tried to keep myself a little bit under wraps because I used to be kind of like not fun competitive, and a lot of my personal growth has been like, it's okay to not be competitive and just take things chill sometimes and like just have fun. And that has been a big change. I know I am perfect, but I used to be way worse at it.
Well, I wouldn't say you've ever been toxically competitive here, but you have definitely been competitive before.
Yeah, but I still want the receipt. I want the examples, the receipts. I want the proof, the evidence. I'm sure you'll find some, but But yeah, the environment. I like biking for that reason. I think biking is nice. It just, there's something I don't enjoy about biking, and it's when I repeatedly almost get run over. So, that's not fun. The Amazon delivery vehicle stops for no one. Not even pedestrians. Do you have artillery?
No, I want it. But from what I understand, I need that. I need to get to one of the other planets for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could have sworn you could get it beforehand.
You used to be able
I may have
to.
changed it. Yeah, I guess I may have changed it. That's Satch. Artillery's so fun. I've never used it in Factorio, but I wanna. Oh yeah, that's also the other fun exercise, Beat Saber.
Beat Saber is fun. I need to get that set up.
Yes. Like, I will admit to, like, the slight masochism in it, but, like, there's just something so delightful about, like, just going at it until you physically cannot, like, until your arms will not let you do anymore. Like, just pushing yourself until the very brink. There's just something satisfying about it. I love doing it. Beat Saber is one of those things where I can just do it.
Just do it!
Something like that. Does Factorio have nuclear reactors?
Yes.
You should build one.
I am working on that.
Oh no.
Or will be soon, rather. Right now I'm messing with trains, but you know.
Eventually.
Eventually, TM.
You know how normally, like, people will edit videos to cut out the fluff or cut out the parts where, like, they're doing the busy work?
Yes.
I feel like if you wanted to make something kind of similar, in this case, if you were gonna be like, Zim plays Factorio, but it's only the trains, and then it's just like multiple uninterrupted streams.
How to immediately get a freaking 24-hour recording.
Zim plays Factorio, but it's only not the trains, and it's like your first episodes of Factorio. And then you discover trains, and then it's like 5 minutes of gameplay entirely after that. It's been 70 years since he last stepped foot outside of his base. The trains have devoured him,
Well,
taken him from us.
To be fair on that front, I don't need to step outside of my base for anything anymore.
I rest my case. Except killing aliens, I guess.
Not even
no,
that!
because you just like build a barrier of drones and then place down a thing and just keep expanding it.
Exactly! At
It's
this
like
point of the game, I have not moved from this spot for so long, because I'm just on the map having my drones and everything do everything for me.
It's like you're playing Zerg, but instead of creep spread, it's drones and drone range.
Yes! It's beauty incarnate.
See, I had this discussion with a friend about, like, because we were talking about Satisfactory and Factorio and like some of the differences, and one of the things that he had coincidentally commented was that, like, he agreed with me that the main thing I love about Factorio is that I can just place a conveyor over a conveyor over a conveyor, right? Like, that's always peak. But in Satisfactory, can you switch to playing an RTS game in the middle of your session? I don't know how you manage it. Like, I know you like strategy games, but I'm pretty sure Factorio wasn't meant to be a strategy game.
No, I think it is.
Industrial strategy, a new genre. Bruh. Has Ryan ever played Factorio?
I doubt it.
I would be fascinated to see him play this.
I know he's tried some games similar, and it did not go well.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen with Factorio?
It was more that he sat there spending most of his time asking me how to do this, that, and the other thing. I think it was mind over magic that he was doing.
Yeah, we should make him play Factorio. What's the worst that could happen?
I prefer my sanity intact, thank you.
I have a feeling like he would actually be weirdly good at it. I don't know.
I don't think he would.
I mean, not by choice. He just will be. But maybe you're right. We should make him play Satisfactory. He's gonna do the thing I do where he spends half the game sliding around. Yeah,
Gosh darn
I
it.
hate that. It's triggering.
What's triggering?
Just like, yeah, I'm done. I got this. Bam, tiny little bit in there missing. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
I feel that already. It's so annoying. Okay, it is getting a bit late, so I might go ahead and hop off here.
Good night.
Yeah, I stayed more than 15 minutes this time.
You did. Thank you.
Of course, you're welcome. Bow to your overlord. Give me all your mortal possessions.
Really?
Yes. Anyway, goodbye.
Good night. Oh, wow. It happened to be perfectly, perfect size. I'm legit very shocked. Alright, so now we gotta figure out how much space we have to work with here. There's the pump. We're just gonna go with these across there. And like that. Then out of here. It's where we then start to get, or bring it up here to hook up into the network. Which I don't know if I actually need this going out here. No, it does not look like I do. I might regret this choice later, but for now, we're just gonna get rid of this on the pipeline, or the bus, whatever. Bring it back here. Get rid of that. This goes away. Bada boom. We'll worry about actually removing this later, though. That's not as important. Oil just needs to be able to go in here. That's it. Also, this solid fuel, I could get rid of all of this line, and that would solve my current shortage. So let's do that real fast. Because everything is stopping to get refueled elsewhere now. We have centralized locations for refueling, and I am all for it. And some of these locations apparently still have coal. Good thing I'm clearing this all out and doing the unified setup. Because the unified setup gives me so much more space to work with on things. And also this way, if I need more, need to change out fuel, I've got an easy way to do so. Also, I should go ahead and remove all of this. Alright, and it does not matter where I plug this oil in at over here, as long as I plug it in somewhere. I am not going to actually revamp my defenses for the new wall segment, though. Or at least not right now. I might do it eventually. I really shouldn't rule that possibility out. But for now, that's what we're doing. There we go. We have oil again. Alright, so you're gonna go get refueled. That is perfectly okay. I don't know. I don't think the trains can go this way, though. I don't know, though. I hope. Probably not. We'll give it a little bit more space. Actually, first, let's make sure that we're not going to interfere with this space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, that there should be fine. Why are you still flashing like that? Oh god. No. I only want that out of there. There. But this way, trains that are just coming in to grab refuel up here should be fine. There. Alright, so you are set to go. You. Automatic. Go! Deposit your precious, precious black gold. So we really don't need any space for this. Boom. Out there. Nope. One more back. There we go. Yes, I know that the drones want to go build a thing over there. We'll get to it eventually. You know, like we'll eventually get to space. And actually doing doing things on other planets. You know? Alright. Oil HQ. One Viking by the art of warfare. That is quite the random name for this. I guess I shouldn't say random name because I know that these are, you know, backers and all that, but still. That is quite the name. What do you mean that, what do you mean they're missing the material? Oh, right. We don't have any copper flowing. Okay, fair. Fair. The fetch is a cutie. Ba 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 ba. Why are you claiming you don't have... For that matter, we have plenty of that too. Am I just missing roboports? Is that what I need to do? Just build more of these? That is probably precisely what I need to do. Yeah, Bug's trying to get at this area. We'll have to go past these rows of turrets and should get distracted, so I'm not really worried about it. Probably should be. Oh, it's turret coverage. Okay, never mind. There are spaces that they can squeeze through. Blah. I suppose I should go ahead and put a wall across here with turrets and stuff. I don't want to, but I should. Huh. Kind of neat that I wound up accidentally lining these walls up like that. I did not mean to. Ah, the oil flows again. All is right in the world once more. I do want to go and grab this oil field. But I think before I go that route, I need to set up copper ore. Which I'm going to have a train run this copper ore. Why? Because I can. Copper mine. Train limit 1. Oh, I also still need to set up stone. Blah! On the plus side, I'm fine on stone for a long, long time. Alright, feed that copper in there. You now go this way. I am still attempting to clear out the clear out this area first, because I really want to put in the one thing. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I want to put in a roboport in that space. Oh gosh dang it. Why are they taking it there instead of here? Where it's supposed to go? Even though all that's is still technically hooked up and ready to go. Believe the one train still coming into this central base. And that is it. Everything else goes elsewhere. Let's remove all these rails. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Oh, I missed some of this. Oops. And that. Let's clean up this. And this. These can be cleaned up. These can be cleaned up. Got a whole lot to clean up still. Yeah, that's been removed. Get this out of there. It's so nice having such a pretty, clean setup of everything now. Well, relatively clean. As clean as I'm probably going to get it. Get all that moved. That going that way. It all flows so beautifully. Everything's working, guys. It's working. That connected there. That connected there. You know, I did all this, and now I realize a slight problem. I should really have kept one for the stone. Fuck. That's fine. Copper mine. Full cargo, or... $120. And away you go! Now it flows. I could probably make it flow even better by putting a signal here on this bend, but I don't care enough for that. I'm good with this as is. Nope. Not letting that continue to exist. Not on my nice, clean tracks. There. That is much better. Oh. I know other trains are gonna use this rail, but it's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. We'll let that flow up there for now. Alright, so you go in there and out there. Yep, other trains are using that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I don't like it enough that I'm gonna fix this. Yeah, we'll let them get through that before it switches. Yeah, this will be a two-way track. Blah. The things I do for profit. That was not at all what I wanted that to do. Nope, stop. Okay, I guess I'll have to drive it all the way down there manually. Okay, so now it's going to the one I wanted to. Perfect. Yeah, go situate yourself in there. Alright. That feeds in there. This feeds in here. There we go. Oh, right. I've already got this here. Okay, let's do away with that. Then you go in there. Perfect. Now we just need a stone HQ. Somewhere. I might be able to squeeze it in this space. I don't know. Only one way to find out, though, I suppose. Let's just do a copy of... Oh, wait, no, not that. Sure. Alright, it looks like I will be able to fit it. Gonna need to remove a whole bunch of stuff from this, but hey. So long as it fits, I am okay with this. Somewhat efficiently is definitely the word for it there, Frost Husky. But it is coming along. I don't want... all this out here. You get all removed. They all have power. Let's remove that. Alright, we got Stone HQ. And this is also Stone HQ. And set all of these to stone. There we go. You get set to stone, and then all of you get set to stone. You get swapped to that, you get swapped to that, and voila! We have Stone HQ. Somewhat. Oh, there was one. There it is. Damn it. Move that there. Do that. Oh, it's getting bit at. Ah, you're getting bit at. I don't mind. Go ahead. Eat it. And all the bullets that are eating you. Ha 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 ha! Abba! So, y'all ready for some true madness? Because this needs to go that way. On through this track. Oh, God, why? Alright, we're gonna go around this way. Alright, I guess we're keeping it like that. And voila! And voila! And voila! And oh god! There. Oh my god. This roundabout and this one are getting so much use. Well, we've got some slowdowns, but overall, it's flowing. And that is what I care about most. I am okay with a few bits of they're slowed down a bit. As long as the trains are still running, that's what matters. I really like this. It would definitely be running better if I had more roundabouts, though. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because then I'd be having them all go to the nearer ones. So, no, this is fine. Sometimes the trains go speeding off of past locations that it's just like, oh god, hi. Glad I am nowhere near that. What's up, Lightning? Also, don't mind me. I am just sitting here enjoying my trains for the moment. And dreading what I need to go work on next. Which is actually hooking up all the copper ore and everything else to actually deliver things to where they need to go. Oh, very nice, Lightning. Yeah, I got my iron ore hooked up. That's good. But copper is another problem altogether. And one I really don't want to deal with, but I know I have to. Stone is also another one I don't want to deal with, but no, I have to. Alright, run that over there. The end goal for that copper is going to be here. We're going to slide it all the way down to there. So let's see what I need to do to get it over there. What eldritch horrors I need to summon to have the space to do this. Apparently not many. Raijin! Mwah! Okay, just because I want these all lined up, we're gonna do this. No, I'm kinda got it all. Thank you, though. Actually, you know what? Yes, I do have a question. What do you think of my new setup? Is it horrendously grotesque?
It certainly invokes feelings in me.
Mwah. First, for my trains in particular, they're lightning. Cool. Because it's doing the job, and that's what matters. Everything is running. We're not getting any, no one's getting held up anywhere. Not sure why that one decided to go there instead of here, but, well, it's working, and that's what matters. They just have to wait a moment. Everything's actually running really well. A little too well. But this is fine. It's good that they're running right. Though, I do think I'm going to move these refuel stations. Because that is a bit too much congestion in this area with everything going over here. I think I'll do the one here. And I'm not sure where I'll put the other one. Maybe in this area. That is my plan, Lightning. That just requires that I actually have automation for those set up already. I don't have automation for those set up yet. It's been on my to-do list. I would rather keep them running to the refuel stations, even if they don't necessarily need it. I do have concerns about not having enough space over here. Yeah, I'll have to get rid of this wall section at some point if I want to use all of these stations. But I'm okay with it as it is right now. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and bring this over to here. Because I don't need that much copper flowing down right now. It's doing pretty fine. But just in case a copper train deposits over there, it'll flow onto this main belt here now. And I've got it all future-proofed. So I've got space for many more trains, many more stations, all ready to go. I think I might move my cargo landing pad elsewhere, though. Just so I'm not having to squeeze in everything coming down over here. Especially because I don't really know how that thing actually functions yet. Yeah, I don't know how the cargo pad really works. I don't know if it it holds the item and then I have to run it with belts or what. I kind of hope that I have to run it with belts because that means that I could use trains instead, and I like using trains. Aw, man. So I can't just send stuff down and... blah. Figure out complicated logistics with my trains. Alright, so this is just proving to be a pain. We're gonna do this elsewhere. Stick that there for now. I definitely don't want it going off of this track, because these two are my main lines throughout my everything. However, I need it to be elsewhere than in this section. Alright, so that there, this here, that there. Then up here, I need... that. That, and that. Yeah, that's enough for that. That's good for that. All right. I am leaving a lot of area vulnerable to biters. But it's also like they're not really attacking over here. I'm sure at some point I'll want to wall off and defend this area with turrets and all that, but for now, I think I'm okay with it. As is. Let's get rid of these now. Get things flowing properly. our first subject, yes. Alright, so now we're just waiting for logistics drones to carry over the stuff. At least that's no longer clogging up this area. Now we need to get rid of this one. Alright, so that goes there. And we get that there. This here and here. We have this here, this here. That there. And like so. These are running well. Wonderful. This will keep things flowing over here now. For the trains must flow. Forget spice. We don't need spice. We need trains. Right, Brian? Right. I forgot that I had that all connected that way. Alright, so that goes there. Oh, we got that there. Then like that. And it should be good to go. Emphasis on should. Oh, right. We need to get these two hooked up. Requester. Actually, I can just do this. Bada boom. And bring you to here. Bam and bam. There we go. Just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and set these up now. It's not like it hurts anything for them to be set up over here early. And it takes me just a moment to plop these down. I like these assault line little bunkers. I'm quite happy with what I came up with for their design. There we go. This one should probably go to the refuel first. Yeah, the stone ones will go to the refuel first. So that way they stop in there, get refueled, then they go to the HQ. Okay, okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. Yeah, we're gonna be done with this. If I don't stop myself now, I'm just gonna keep going all night. Not that I really have a lot of in the way of plans tonight, but you know, I'm gonna call it and have myself a little break and all of that stuff, and we could get back to it tomorrow. Yes, yes. Just one more track. Just one more track. One more track. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the stream, though, today. That was Factorio. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, using our Humble Bundle partner link, picking up merch over at zgfgaming.store, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everyone, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.